Hello people, this is Individual, welcome to Roguetech. We just got out from a rather non-eventful assassination, so we're getting back in, we're going against Clan Barrock on a recovery. We very much want the Hyperion back on the deck, so there we go. And we're just going to get our usual lands set up, the Alpha one, Devil goes on the Hyperion, we want Mummy Bear on the Archer, the Hephaestus is Arbiters, so there we go. We want Jiangxi on the King Crab, we're getting Kraken on the Diaster, and we put Plover on the Conquistador. Last but not least, we want some vehicle pilots. We got Gremlin, who's an assassin, we very much want to train her, and the other one is just going to be piloted by Rogue. So Gremlin has some experience available, but what I want here is just to get her going. She's another assassin, so we very much need one spare assassin for when we're not going with the Alpha Lens. So, and we've been lacking one pilot since we had that accident with Smirk when getting the Leviathan. We hopefully have a bit more of opposition in here, and we get to see a bit of action, because the last chapter was pretty uneventful. I mean, we didn't even get damage to repair from that one, just a crit on the hyper laser of the Warhammer. That being said, it can happen sometime. If we actually get some damage here, we might move on before repairing, because as we said, this is I have the suspicion that we're not going to see many support lances and challenges in this planet. For some reason, we're just not seeing them, and yeah, these also loaded pretty fast, so I'm guessing there's not much to be seen in here. Still, we're going to rescue the professional, and we even have support. So let's see where we can land. This is a map I very much enjoy, but I'd much rather, I guess this is going to be good enough. So we just drop everyone here and we get going. This makes the allies irrelevant, but I think we're good enough to deal with a lance or two if they even have a bit of reinforcements, which I very much doubt, let's be honest. So we are going to have trouble to get in with the assassins, but I guess that's just the way it is here. So we do have the mortars, we do have ways to do our things, so we're going to not be too upset about it. You move up, and we just get to see what they have next turn, because I'm not expecting, well, actually we did. They have an Angry Boda, which is at least something. We have a Timberwolf Connor, we have two Timberwolf Connors, and a Kodiak. The Kodiak we have to be a bit aware about, but the first target we're going to be hitting relentlessly will be the Angry Boulder, because that thing is just nasty and we don't want to deal with it. So Inferno, and the other ones are pretty much on the back, so if we can deal with the angry Buddha before it gets to do damage on us, that much we're going to use.
Waiting for orders.
We got a bit more mortars here, and we're just supercharging you and sending you up there. Might even be that we have, yeah, ways to get a bit more Inferno into the Angry Buddha. So let's see who gets to go now. That was one of the Timberwolves. There should be another mech around that we haven't seen yet, but we'll deal with that when we have to. EMP, so you just don't have sensors. And we keep going, because eventually we'll need the Hyperion and the Diasta on high ground, so there we go. You're just shooting some LK. Not even looking at the hit chances with Artemis, because they're not going to be as good. And we keep pushing. We have to get past the reach in this zone here and just pushing here. So that's what we'll be doing. Last but not least, we have you. You can get probably even into his back. Will we be in range for bombs if we do this? I don't think so. And we get to see the other mech. It's a Blood Asp. So we go with the full treatment of Inferno and whatnot for the Angry Buddha. This is good hit chances all around. That's good damage on you.
I ain't got no ammo for multiple weapons.
Don't worry.
Waiting for
You
orders.
already dropped it, so...
Affirmative.
So we go with Inferno here. And we just go, not the Blood Asp, but the Angry Buddha.
Acknowledge.
This should be you overheating completely when you go. And yeah, the Blood Asp is just going to wreck the Ifrit, but whatever. That's what the Ifrit is for. Did you get to shoot? You do. But you actually did nothing. So please overheat. Thank you very much. Blow up. That's some hits on the Ifrit, but that's what he's here for, so... Sorry. Oh, you punched. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This was pretty much a suicide run for you. One of the Connor's moves. He needs line of sight, so... This is not too worrying. We engage the supercharger. We will be ready to get in there next turn with him. And for the moment, we're just... Now, we go for the shutdown. You blew yourself one arm. I think you have no ammo at all, so... And you go to the ground. So that's some racks we don't have to deal with. It's pretty much welcome. So, just get going. We need to get the angle here.
Commander?
You push up. And we're just going for the one in the ground. We're even getting some splash on the Blood Asp in the way, so... Some LK, please. And we keep going here.
I got you.
Probably should have targeted torso, the right one, but
My LRMs are
It's
out.
not like we need it.
Going full throttle.
We're going to do so with you
Locked and
though.
loaded. Here it comes.
That's a good hit chance there. And that's a
Think I hit
torso.
something good. I've got your
So
back.
he's just got 1 energy,
Ready to run.
1 LRM-10. This makes him pretty irrelevant at this point.
Let's move.
So the Bloodasp moved. He didn't do much.
10-4.
And we're just sending not Inferno at this point, just some standard. Let's see guided chances though. This is not half bad, but we're going to wait.
Alright.
He's open, which is what we were looking for here. Kodiak keeps coming, but doesn't do nothing. And our friends actually have line of sight to the Timberwolf.
How can I help?
We can keep going here. We just shoot a bit of Inferno on the Bloodasp.
Yourself. Hey, yo.
So, if we can actually get in there now, so Gizzard is going to wait. The King Crab is also waiting. We want to wait until everything here on top has moved, until we make our moves. So that's 2 of them. No, just 1. Has the... looks like the Angry Boda either punched out or
Talk to me.
Hyperion must get going.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
You're going to wait as well.
I'm your spaniel.
Hephaestus can't get in yet, so we're good to send in.
Standing by.
And the Diasta also keeps moving without reserving.
Ready for orders.
Conquistador can't get in, so we're just moving and sending some LK towards the Bloodasp. He moves for a bit, he's not able to retaliate, and the Carrier
Quick stepping it.
will just overheat. Yeah, I guess we're going for an overheat as well. Do we want to do it on the Timberwolves or on the Bloodasp? The Bloodasp, I think. It's not that good, but that's the good thing about mortars. You don't have to have a cheat chance for the effect to be relevant. That's the other Timberwolf, just moving, doing his legs.
Ready to run.
And at this point, yeah, we're going to wait until the Kodiak does its thing.
Copy that, Commander.
So, Kodiak moves, does nothing,
Order.
and we get going like the madmen we are. We're not in range for the Bloodasp, so we're going for other things, but not shooting the heavy peep for the moment.
Copy that, Commander.
It's just a bit of flare on the corner.
Waiting for orders.
You, on the other hand, are good to melt the Bloodasp if we want to. And I think pretty much do. He's not bringing AMS, so there we go. We could have sensor locked one of the corners. Oh well. Archer gets to go, but we don't have line of sight to other things. So we're going to sensor lock one of the corners.
Sensors locked on.
And we're going there
All weapons.
with Artemis. They are all going to be braced, so this is just about, as we did, opening one leg.
Commander?
The king crab. We want to get him, but not charge the blood asp.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Don't worry. Now we shoot the heavy peep. That's... You just have a ghost rifle left.
Critical hit, Commander.
I've got your back.
Avatar can get full up on that corner, so we will.
Roger that.
He's at least on the ground if he doesn't blow up, so that's good.
Punch right.
He's down.
Standing by.
Hephaestus
On the move. Full speed.
can get going on the other corner if we want to, but hit chances obviously are much better on the one that is on the ground, and this just gets us the crit we need to get him off the table.
Commander?
Archer is just here to apply a good measure of acid to the Timberwolf.
Got a lock.
Doesn't help much, but still. I'm guessing the hit chances won't be stellar. Well, they pretty much are. So, Apollo it is.
Firing on target.
Let's hope for good clustering. We got the leg open. So let's see if we're able to follow up here. We pretty much are. So we just present the Conquistador to the Blood Asp. I know, I know. We get Artemis and we get Apollo, and we pray for good clustering on that leg. It just looks like we went for arms here. Well, we got the leg in the end, so he's going down. Might be able to follow up on him,
How can I help?
but it just
Confirm.
the assassins we got left, so... Well, there's also the carrier. That looked like a head hit, if you ask me. And yeah, it very much looks like that Hyperion. That's bad, but it's the Hephaestus, so...
Taking heavy hits, Commander.
You're shut down.
Ready to rock.
We got an archer,
All right, let's move.
so we go for the Timberwolf on the ground. We try to go for leg, because why not? Pretty decent clustering there.
I'm receiving you.
And we'll just keep going here. That's a bit of Inferno and a bit of acid your way, because it's going to spread to the Kodiak. We got the leg open, we hit with Inferno on the acid on the Kodiak, so that's all good. You're just left with 2 larges and a Serrant Streak, so... Not much impressive what you got there, mister. And you're shutting down. Let's see the Kodiak, which is the uncontrolled one. Yeah, that's good damage on the Hephaestus. We're going to have to repair some here, but he's also shutting down. So at this point, we just can't do whatever we want here. on them. We're just moving around and going for the leg on this corner. It's not actually much what we need. We're going with LK because we don't want to get a bad roll on clustering, or a good one if you want, and just go and hit center or whatever.
Let's see what you
So
got.
this is about getting that leg off and nothing else, but we actually got some ammo
I need a new target.
and blue one torso. So
Roger that.
you're actually in the process of waking up. So we just send some more Inferno your way. And everyone is just shut down, so we're good to stay here with the Hephaestus.
Firing
He goes
outside.
for head, actually hitting torso.
Standing by.
So, the archer can get to the Kodiak side. This much I like, so there you go. And we blow one side of the neck. So let's see what you're doing, Mr. Kodiak.
Standing by.
And we disengage supercharger, and we see how many mines are we stepping through when we get there. Not there, but here. We just get in range for... that's better. So that's just flames. We can deal with flames. Confirm. And we get there, because we're not getting the assassins online, so I very much want to just deal with him now. That's a lot of damage we're sending in pinpoint. And that was center, apparently.
Enemy eliminated.
Well, torso that... no, just center. So we have most of the parts available. That is good. And we just have a Kodiak to finish up, which probably will be done... oh, we still have the Conquistador.
Let's move.
Was going to say that probably this was going to be accomplished by the...
Confirm.
that's your center gone, by the Carrier, but if we can do it this way,
Down.
it's actually better. So there you go. Everyone out. We got a bit of repairs to do on the Hephaestus, but all in all, pretty straightforward. We're probably getting the Connor parts just because I want to take a look at it. We might take melee stuff from the Kodiak. We might have a Vibro Claw here. Well, not really. Sorry, but... so we could make an Angry Boulder. Just let's see if we have Vibro Claws here. We've got an Exile Clan. We got Ferrolamellar. We got Upper Recoil Plus. And the Kodiak doesn't seem to have brought melee stuff to the weapon. I thought this was the brute, but whatever. So, with what we have on the table, we're just bringing 3 parts of a Matka 2, that's 1 full Angry Boulder for us, 2 parts of the Timberwolf Connor, that's just another one to bring up. So, pretty much decent stuff, because what's there to grab for systems and whatnot, we already have. We're still getting 18 random picks, one part of a Blood Asp, one part of a Kodiak. We actually got, yeah, the 3 Angry Body parts we picked through Connor, LRM10, Rack 5 Clan, a multi-track which we're selling, Cooling Pot, it's good to have, 325 we're selling. We get one Fire Control System Advanced Targeting Computer. Clan is good. Might be putting these on the either the Hyperion or the Dire Star, the one that doesn't have it. Predator is good to have laying around. We have 2 of them, but we're keeping this one. Lamelor we already have, so, and it just costs so much to bring in a mech that we're going to sell this one. We have a Zeus, we have sensor snipers, a bit of sensor range we're selling, and the rest we're keeping. So it's going to be 2 mechs we're bringing up. Now let's hope for Yang not messing up completely like he did some chapters ago, because if you just bring them up and there's good stuff in there, it's more stuff you can sell later on, so that much we want to do. Guessing we're going to have some 5-6 days of repairs to go through on the Hephaestus, and that's what we're going to use to just travel elsewhere, because there's nothing to be had in this planet. It's just 3 days repairs we have on the Hephaestus. So not command center, sorry, mech bay, and we're just so going away from this planet. It's not even worth staying here. Yeah, we might pick the odd parts to make a mech or 2 in the way, but it's just not worth it. We bring the Connor, and we have nothing else to bring up, so there we go. We take a look at the Angry Boda. Actually, center is good, and that's pretty much everything that is good with him. We could make this some monster AC, but I think we're selling it and keeping the parts to sell them as well. So there you go, Angry Boda, that's $500,000, and the parts we got inside, and this one is also good on center, so that's something. We get, now you're an Omni, improved targeting medium. How much it costs to bring this one up? That's a bit too much for my liking, and we don't have that many slots to do things here. The Timberwolf brings a 375 core, which is a lot for a 75 toner. It's good if you want to have a brawler, but it just limits what you can bring into the playing field. That being said, it's one of my favorite mechs to bring up when you're in starting to have heavies, but there's just 1.1 million and a half, and we just made 2 millions just by selling the mechs, which is most excellent. We're going to look for another research planet. Looks like the system search, oh, obviously did it wrong, sorry. So what do we have around here? We've got another Federated Suns planet, Lunar Prison Research. That looks decent enough, and it's not far off. but we got Comstar, former Star League, Icewold, Recreation Research Ridge, Travel Hub. Yeah, we're going to Nova to Warlock, I guess. We're going to get all the mechs back, so pretty much looking forward to it. And when we get there, we'll have time to just look at the shop, I guess, because yeah, I know it's been a short mission today, but hopefully next chapters are going to be a bit more juicy, and we even get a challenge super mission going around, because so just 5 days to get there. Visit store, because this might be a good store to take a look at. So, no, also quick sell stuff. What has happened to those walls which were a joy to behold? Anyway, let's take a look at the missions, just to see if there's something we can do on the next chapter. Yep, pretty much. It's another mission. It probably will be just a Leviathan. Okay. Let's see if there are more. Just looking for descriptions for trap missions, because you're bound to get some. If we've gotten one super heavy mission, there could well be other stuff here. So that's just what we have here. There's no travel contracts. I guess they will be injected, but at least we got the pressed goblin here, and we're just going, I'm guessing, against the Leviathan here, but it could be anything, including well, super high threats we have, but we're going to see next time. So sorry about this short chapter. I know it's only half an hour, but if we get into the super heavy mission now, we're going to get dragged into the 2-hour territory most likely. So thank you very much for watching. This was Indibil. If you enjoyed the chapter, please consider leaving a rating and a comment for the algorithm monster. If you haven't subscribed and you like the chapter, please consider as well. That being said, on this bombshell, we're just leaving. Have a good one. Enjoy.